Everyone has body fat.Ignore the fitness magazine headline of the ripped guy saying how he literally has no fat on his body. Body fat is necessary.It is the best fuel storage for your body as it's providing him a lot of energy. Fat tissue is your body's way of storing energy.Back in our hunter and gatherer times. This was crucial. One could not buy foods as easily as we buy them today. In prehistoric times we had to go days, and maybe even weeks without food. The accumulation of fat cells was crucial in that day, and age.Fat cells used to be our friends. Now we like to call them our worst enemy. What used to be so beneficial in the past is now deeply annoying.But that fat storage, especially around your waist, belly fat, can not only be annoying but also be dangerously life-threatening. My grandfather used to have a really big and hard belly. He had such a huge belly that he would be able to drive his Mercedes with his tummy only. Just hilarious when you think about it. My grandpa was not storing his body fat at the right point. In fact, the belly fat turned out to be life-threatening. My grandfather suffered from lung cancer just some years later, but which he has thankfully beaten by now. He developed dangerous fat around his organs, which can be really dangerous. We have to make an important difference when it comes to body fat. This is the fat my grandfather possessed in excess. Fat around your organs can be potentially life-threatening. It reduces the blood flow to these important tissues and can impair organ function. It's very stressful for your body. You've got a lot of visceral fat on your belly if it's hard and constantly looks like the belly has swollen up. The typical beer belly is a product of fat buildup around your organs. Instead of laying around your organs, this fat is directly under your skin. You can pinch it with your fingers. This fat is less life-threatening, but it can also drastically impair your confidence, athletic ability and your self-image. Subcutaneous fat can also be found around your hips, where it is called cellulite. Although visceral fat is the more dangerous one, both of these fat cells should be avoided to have in excess. They both can increase the fat content in your blood. As fat levels rise, the ability of your body to clear sugar from the blood drops due to insulin resistance. This can lead to type 2 diabetes in the long term. I didn't always have a six-pack. Belly fat was something that was nearly impossible to lose for me. I remember talking with a friend that had great abs since he was born. He asked him for advice. He told me that I should find ways to cope with my current situation, as having a six-pack is purely genetical. not the motivation I had hoped for. Today I can tell you with confidence that he was wrong. I currently have a six-pack, and I'm extremely proud of it. It shows me that everything is possible if you put in the work. What needs to be done to lose your belly fat is often just a mindset shift. Most people know that they're eating the wrong foods. You already know that daily exercise is crucial for losing your belly fat. What people often lack is the mental state and the willingness to actually put in the work. How do you increase your discipline, motivation and drive? I suggest you doing 3 things. I don't recommend you exercising for burning excess calories only. Yes, there is some of that, but exercise can also dramatically influence your mindset. Physical activity gives you the feeling of control over your life. It gives you better self-awareness and control, it betters your thinking, and increases your happiness. The mental state of mind that you need when you're trying to lose your belly fat. Meditate daily. Doesn't have to be too long. As simple as 2 minutes of focusing on your breath is totally enough. Mindfulness helps you improve your thoughts. Thoughts turn into desire and desire turns into actions. By controlling your thoughts, you're less likely to indulge in foods that you know are not good for you. My binge eating habit nearly disappeared after practicing mindfulness on a daily basis. Or as Warren Buffett said, you have to develop the habits of success. Realize that your life is constantly under construction. You were not born perfect and neither was I. Try to constantly change your life for the better. This way you will find new ways to better your health and lose the excess fat on your tummy. Take immediate action. The previous list may seem long and tedious, but don't get discouraged. Start small. Small changes add up over the long term. Ask yourself, have you washed your dishes today? If not, stop reading this article right now and wash your dishes. Don't search for excuses, simply do it right now. Once you've washed your dishes, ask yourself, have I made my bed this morning? No. Immediately start making your bed. These habits may seem insignificant to you, but trust me, they will help you get momentum in your life. There are 2 options, either you control your mind, or your mind controls you. To watch a video on how to better control your mind and become limitless, while losing your belly fat, of course, click here.